What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm SubSyde, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build this automatic kelp farm. This farm's nice and easy to build and doesn't take a lot of materials, if I'm being honest. It's just bricks, glass, pistons, and observers. And it don't matter the size, they both bring in quite a lot of kelp, which can then be used for your bone meal or whatever you like. You can turn into blocks and use it for fuel. It's entirely up to you. And it's been a little while since we've done a build tutorial, so I might be a bit rusty, but here we go. The items you're going to need are... this is what I mean. The items you're going to need are 20 glass, 20 buttons, 5 sand, 5 pistons, 5 observers, 5 kelp, 5 redstone dust, 2 buckets of water. We're going to need 6 water, but we can make an infinite water source with just the 2. 2 chests, 1 trapdoor, 1 hopper, and about a stack and a half of any solid block. Okay, so the space you're going to need to build this is going to be a 7 by 5 area, and it's going to be about 6 blocks tall. And so we're going to start by getting those solid blocks. We're going to come to the front and we're going to build 7 blocks across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, like so. Then we're going to come behind, and this side we're going to go 1, 2. On the other side we're going to miss this block and we're going to place a block here. So it should look like that. This is going to be at the front of the build. Next, we're going to come to the corners and we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to drop down and we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the last one too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should have this wall on the left hand side. Now on the right hand side, we're going to do the same, but we're going to miss this block completely. So the best way to do this is to stand on this block, and then we're going to go up 1, place a block here, come across, and then come up 1, 2, 3, and just lean over and 1, 2, 3. Do that one as well. So we got the front sorted now, lovely jubbly, and we've got this hole in the side. Now to put the chest, we are going to use these 2 blocks as well. So you could think of it as 8 blocks long. Get our chests in the side here. So to do that, we're going to come on the inside, and we're going to get rid of this block. Place down a hopper. Get rid of this block. Make sure the hopper's facing it this way. So when placing it down, make sure you place it into the side of this block. Then come around. You should see that it's facing this way. And then you can place your chest. You can place 1 chest or you can place 2 chests. It's up to you. You can have the chest either side. It doesn't matter. Now we're going to grab our trapdoor. And we're going to crouch and place this on top of the chest. And then flick it so it's up covering this hole. Next, grab your sand. We're going to come around the back of the build. We're going to place a line of 5 sand across the floor like so. Making sure you've got this gap here for our water. Then what we're going to do is switch to our glass. We're going to place glass all the way up to the top on the front. So all the way to the top like so. All the way to the top. And we're going to do this for the whole front so you can see how kelp grow. You can just cover this with solid blocks if you like. It's up to you, but I like to watch it. Make sure it's all working fine. So glass in the front for me, but you can use solid blocks if you like. Okay, next what I want to do is make our infinite water supply. So grab your 2 buckets, come over to a random location, and we can make a 2 by 2 square in the floor. Place 1 bucket of water there and another bucket of water in that corner, and you've got yourself an infinite water supply. Come back to the build with 1 bucket of water. We're going to place it this side, so the opposite side to the hopper. That's going to create a water flow for us straight into a hopper, which will eventually get our items into our chest. Now we're going to do the piston part. So grab your solid blocks and place a line of solid blocks behind the sand. And then we're going to jump up and we're going to place another line of blocks, across the top of that. Grab your pistons. Make sure you're on the inside, and we're going to place these down facing towards the glass. For this last one, you could just build it there, but I'd probably recommend then walking out the wall and replacing these bricks. Next, make sure you've got your observers because they're going to go on next. And what we're going to do, we're going to utilize our leftover blocks because stack and a half is too many anyway. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a little line going across the back of our pistons like so. And then making sure that we are facing the glass, we're going to put down our observers on top of our pistons, making sure the red dot is on the back on all of them. And then when you've done that, what we could do is just place our redstone across this little walkway that we've created. So once that's all done, we're going to go back to our solid blocks, and from this corner, make sure you're still up here, stand on top of your observers. We're going to crouch and we're going to place our blocks coming around the back of our observers, but over the redstone. Like that. And like that. And then this is where our water and our infinite water source is going to come in handy. So what you're going to do is put a water source on top of each of these observers. So you put 1, 2. I mean, if you've got enough water buckets, fill up 5 before you come up here. But if not, you can just drop back down, fill your water buckets up, grab your blocks, and then just tower back up. And carry on with the rest. So you can just put a water source on top of each observer. Next, grab your 20 buttons. And what we're going to do, we're going to place a button on the back side of each of these glass blocks. So this is why we've left the water in, so we can drop down to the bottom. Oh. And it should make it a little bit easier for you. If not, you could do this before you put the water in. What you want to do is put one on each bit of glass you can see. So every bit of glass, make sure it's got a button on it. Do this all the way around, like so. And that's that part done. So then you can use the water to come back up. Or what you can do then is, if you've got your kelp on you, grab your 5 kelp. We're going to come down and we're going to place these, if I can, on each of the sand blocks. Like so. And we can get out. If I can. There we go. So at this point now, you should see a kelp starting to grow. And what's going to happen is when they get to the observers are going to notice a block change. It's going to shoot out your pistons, breaking the kelp into this little funnel that we've made, and putting them into this chest. Now, if you wanted to, what you could do, you don't have to, but you could make a little roof to make sure that nothing falls in. But if it's up high and there's no danger of that, you don't need to put a roof on it, but it's optional. You can if you wanted to, like I've done with this one. Put a lot of lights in the top so you can see it in the night. You can see how it's growing. If you're rich enough, you can make it out of diamond blocks, but I can't imagine you'd want to. And also you can make this taller if you needed to, but again, it makes enough with a smaller version for you not to need to do that. So if you've got any questions about the build, make sure to join the Discord. I'll leave a link in the comment section and description, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.